Toy people, toy people. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you guys are out there in Toyland. This is Jerry. Happy Thursday, and welcome to Wookie'S World. Now, this is going to be part 6 of the tour Wookie'S World. Wookie'S World is a huge diorama playset. I really get on this diorama playset and I actually play with these toys. I like to set up scenes and stuff, and if you take a look at my Instagram, which is Jerry_904, you'll see some little small clips of the pictures that I take from the scenes that I set up. Sometimes I set up a scene, and sometimes I just literally take pictures of how the station is built as is. But then sometimes I'll add some characters like the firefighters, the police officers, and just set up some little scenes. So you'll see that if you look on my Instagram page. And while you're over there, follow me on Instagram. Also, follow me here on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and comment. I really appreciate your support. So let's get into the tour. This is part 6. I realize that this is getting long, but Wookie'S World is huge. So I didn't want to just go. There's no way I could go through this station with one video. It just won't let me do it because it's just so much. So bear with me. There's parts of the station you're going to be like, it's all right, let's move on. And then there's other parts you're going to enjoy. So I'm okay either way. I just like to put these videos together, and I hope you guys enjoy them. So let's start with the tour. So right here is one of my little greeble machines. This is one of my little greeble machines, and it's literally made with a piece of scrap wood and bottle caps, some wires, also like some little printouts. Now I got that printout right there. I got that from Etsy. And I just add wires. I take apart everything. If this is your first video that you have seen of mine and you're not familiar with any of my work, I love greeblies. I'm a greebly girl. So I take apart any and everything that doesn't work anymore, and I add them to the station, make like little machines and make them look like they work. So that's what I do. I'm a greebly person. I'm a greebly girl, and I just love greeblies. So I take apart anything, electronics, broken toys, just pieces of just stuff. Sometimes I find stuff just literally alongside the road, just walking down the street, and you can find like little greeblies and stuff, especially when I go to like O'Reilly's and AutoZone if I'm getting my car worked on. Sometimes I'll ask the mechanic, can I have that? And he'll be like, yeah, if you want it. And it makes good greeblies. So this is what this is. It's literally these little like scrap pieces of wood, little kid building blocks. I get them from my local thrift store, my favorite thrift store rather. And they have like all these little bags of these little blocks, and I'll get them and I use them in my builds. Okay, so moving on over here. And this, by the way, is the garage area. So you have the garage area, you got a little mechanic workshop up here. And so this is the garage. So this is outside of the garage, and just have people just hanging out here. Now this right here, this is a broken toy. And so I just have it, just like set up like they're talking to one of the little guys about this thing, this part right here, or whatever that needs to be fixed. Now this right here, this is just a little bench that I made out of scrap pieces of wood. So scrap pieces of wood, and this is graffiti tape. I got this graffiti tape from Temu. And so I just glued this part on here, glued this part on here, glued it together, and up underneath here, I have it, to make it be 1/8 to fit my guys and ladies, I have these little coin batteries that I use for these puck lights. So I just use those, glue that up underneath there, and there you have a bench. Now this bench right here, this bench came from Dollar General. So I didn't create anything with that. It just came from Dollar General. Now these pillars on each side, these came from my neighbor. My neighbor works at a warehouse, and they use these to ship stuff. So say like if you have something that's like I don't know, like maybe magazines or just anything that's circular and they want to protect it, they get these little things and they discard them. So when her sister came over and saw this, well actually she saw it. So it's two sisters. They live across the street from each other, and each one of them live like next door to me. So she said, do you need these? And I was like, yeah, she bought me a boatload of them. And so what I have used these for is to hold up different areas of the station. You'll see it in other areas of the station where I have these little things everywhere. I call them pillars, and it's just packaging material. And she gave me a bunch of them, and they have come in handy, believe you me. So if I'm gonna try to get in here. This is a very, very tiny area, but we're gonna go on into the garage. So I'm gonna park my phone right about here. So this right here is another one of my little greeble machines right here. Now, this is just a piece of scrap wood. This is a radio that I found at the thrift store. And there's a lot of bottle caps, lights, like broken light pieces. I think this thing was supposed to be one of those aquarium lights. Oh, it still works. I cannot believe that battery still works. Wow, that battery has been there. That light has been there forever. I can't believe that battery is still working. Even though the puck lights die every day, but they stay on there. So what this is those aquarium lights from Dollar Tree. And you just turn them on and you turn them off. But they last a long time. I'm just really shocked by that. So anyway, this little machine really is just a bunch of pieces of scrap wood, bottle caps. At my job, everybody is always drinking something. So we give the patients nutrition, like those little supplements. And I just save the bottle caps. Or we have people who have the little small energy drinks. And when they toss them, they're like, Jerry, you want this bottle cap? Yes, I want that bottle cap. And so if you look around the station, there's a lot of like little bottle caps and stuff like that. And I use them in my bills. So I'll move over just a hair. Right here, this little bicycle is just a little bicycle I found at the thrift store. I just painted it silver for now. I didn't do any detailing to it. It's just like they're working on it or whatever like that. And this is supposed to be like for tire pressure. So I got this little gauge right here. There's a little gauge right here. And it's just a print off from the internet. And I just put it on a piece of scrap wood and just made a gauge from it. Now, back here is another one of those pillars. And then this is like just a little gadget that I found. And it had a gauge on it. And I said, that's cool. I'm going to just stick it back there. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. But it looks like it could do something. Because it has like a little oxygen gauge on it. Now, this back panel here, literally this panel here goes all the way up. So let me tilt my phone. It comes here and it goes up into the next level. You'll see it when we get up there. So this is just literally a piece of wood with a bunch of stuff on it. There's lights. Now this right here is a light from Dollar Tree. So you press it and it can turn on. I think the battery is dead in it right now. Yeah, that battery is dead. But anyway, I put this right here, this little gauge, and I just cut it out and put it right on top of the actual LED light. So when it does, the battery is dead now. I didn't realize that the battery is dead. However, when you turn it on, it is kind of bright. So I always have to like bring my camera down because it's so bright. So the rest of this is just components, things that I have taken apart from other things, like computer pieces. This is just like craft beef from Dollar Tree. This right here are those coin batteries. Those coin batteries are the ones that come out of those little puck lights. So I use those in my bills as well because all my lights run either by USB or puck lights. I don't know how to wire them yet. I got a neighbor. She said she's going to show me how to wire up some stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I just work so much and I don't have the time, but I really do want to learn how to do it. Now this right here, this is a battery pack for a light. Now the light is up on the top area. However, I did this. I just put that there. Oh, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I hit the camera. I apologize for that. I put this here just to make it look like you can turn it on and off, that it operates from that, but it really doesn't. It operates by this. It's like one of those little fairy lights. You will see what the light does when we go up top. So, like I say, this piece of wood right here, it goes all the way up. So I have this sitting here and it just goes up. Now, eventually I gotta put me a piece of granny grating right here because I don't like that little area like to be open like that. So I'm gonna put a piece of granny grating and go all the way across there. But yeah, all this stuff is just bottle caps, coin batteries, capacitors from different electronics, and that's all this is. And then I take wires, right, and then run them into each other to make it look like it all works. And then these right here, I get these from AliExpress. They're just those MOC lights. I'm sorry, not lights. They're MOC building blocks. Now, we're gonna back out of the garage. Well, no, there's one little area right here. Now, this little area used to be open. And what I did was I found that crochet knitting, cross stitch knitting. And I found some and I just put it here just to close it up. And that's all that is. So this right here is the garage area. And I just add like stickers and things to it. 95 South, that's a Florida thing. And just add stickers and stuff to it. This right here, this is when you get paint. Those little grid things that come, like if you want to take your paint in like the roller and you want to get that excess paint off, that's what this is. And I use it as a fence. And behind the fence is a dog. So got a little dog back there and danger because we got a bad dog back there. So go back there if you want to and they'll bite your foot off. So anyway, that right there, that's the garage area. Right here, the garage area. Just loaded with a bunch of greeblies. A bunch of greeblies. That's all this area is. Greeblies, greeblies, greeblies. Now stay tuned. I'm going to do the top portion right after this.